Hi you guys, welcome back to another video. I'm super pumped to share this recipe with you guys because it's keto everything bagels. I'm a Jersey girl at heart. You know that bagels are life. So I'm super pumped to share this recipe with you guys and show you how I make them. So let's just get into it. All right, you guys. So first thing is what you're going to need. You're going to need 2 cups of almond flour, which I have measured out here. And I'm just using the Nature's Eats brand that I got from Walmart. I think I paid like 14 bucks for this. You're also going to need 1 tablespoon of baking powder and also 1 teaspoon each of garlic powder, onion powder, and dried Italian seasoning. And I'm just using the Great Value brand because, hello, budget. And you're also going to need 3 large eggs. One of them is going to be whisked, used for the topping, just to put on top of the bagels before you sprinkle the everything seasoning. And then 2 are actually going to go into the mixture. So I have those already set to go. You're also going to need 5 ounces of cream cheese, which I have in this little container. You're going to need your everything bagel seasoning, of course. And also you're going to need about 3 cups of shredded mozzarella. All right, so I've got my oven preheated to 425, and I've got my, let me just show you. Oven is preheated to 425, and then I've got my parchment paper lined baking sheet ready to go. So now we're gonna get to the fun part, which is getting all the ingredients together. So first thing you're gonna do is, in a bowl, you're gonna combine the, I'm gonna use a smaller bowl for this. I'm gonna use this one. So almond flour, I'm gonna put that in there. Then you're going to combine that with the baking powder, and I can't find my teaspoon measure. So I'm just going to use this bad boy here. Measure out about a teaspoon. Then you're also going to put in the garlic powder, which you don't really need to measure that. And also the onion powder. And then the Italian seasoning. So about a teaspoon there. It's probably a little bit more than a teaspoon, but whatever. Okay. Grab a fork and just gonna whisk that together. Make sure that everything is blended. Now you want to make sure that you're breaking up the bits of the almond flour because it is kind of moist. I hate that word. So you want to make sure that you have that all mixed together nicely. And the next thing that you're gonna do is, I'm gonna set that aside. Then you're gonna take your other bowl, and I'm going to use the big one for this. Then you're going to take the mozzarella, and you're going to take the cream cheese. And you're going to pop that together. It's about 5 tablespoons of the cream cheese, if I didn't already say that. So you're going to pop that in the microwave for about a minute and a half. Alright, so this is the mixture after about a minute and a half. And I know the lighting is a little crappy in here, but bear with me as I try to figure it out. So you're going to mix that up as best as you can. And I'm just using a spatula. You want to use something that the mixture isn't going to stick to. I'm going to put that back in the microwave for just about 30 more seconds. Just to make sure that that is all melted together. And then when that's done, you're going to take your 2 eggs and you're going to take your dry mixture, which I'm just going to give another little toss around just to make sure that that's all blended well. Look like that. Alright, so there's 30 more seconds. And as you can see, the cheese mixture is all ready to go. So, to that we are going to, where's my spatula? We're going to take the dry mixture and also the eggs in there. We're going to mix that up. Now this is going to be the messy part, you guys, because We're not working with regular dough here. The base is the cheese and then the dry mixture of the almond flour and all the spices. So as you can see, the cheese is a little bit harder to work with. So you might have to get a little bit dirty here and improvise, use your hands. Usually what I like to do is I will just take a little bit of either almond flour or the baking powder and just spread a little bit on my counter, just so that I can, you know, work it together a lot easier. But I'm just gonna do it in the bowl, and I know my hands are gonna get so sticky. And be careful because the cheese can be very hot. You don't wanna burn yourself in the process. So now at any point, you guys, if the cheese gets too stringy, like it starts to dry, making it like impossible to actually mix the mixture, just pop the bowl back in the microwave for 30 seconds or so. This way you can work with it again. All right, so give it a little bit more. All right, so now from here, you can see my hands are very, very sticky. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this, and I'm just going to, actually, Tina, you're gonna stop. All right, so I have decided to just put a little bit of baking powder on my counter, just so I can work with this a little easier. And I suggest you guys do that as well, just so you're not scraping and you get like all of the mixture stuck to your hands. It's so much easier this way. So just make sure that you have all of the ingredients out of the bowl. And let me see if I can situate you guys a little bit better so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so here's my mixture. Just gonna coat my hands a little bit and get a little bit worked on top of this so that I can work with it. All right, so much better, you guys. All right, so you're just gonna like knead that together, make sure that everything is well mixed. And I know you guys are out of frame a little bit, so let me see. I think that's a little bit better. Okay, cool. So from here, you just kind of want to roll it, make sure that everything is uniform and mixed together. And it's totally okay that we use a little bit more baking powder because you're going to see it's going to come together very nicely. So you're going to divide this into 6 equal parts. So what I like to do is roll it out into a loaf like that. And then I just take a knife, the non-sharp edge, and then I'm going to divide it into 6 equal parts. So I do it in half, and then I do 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we have 3 extra parts. So you're gonna roll them into balls. And they don't have to be perfectly rolled because you're gonna see why, because we still have to put the hole in the middle. So there's 2, here's 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now this one is a little bit big, so I'm gonna pull some of that off and just make sure that we have equal size bagels. So now what we're going to do with you guys is we're going to start placing them on here to bake. So you have your ball here. So what you're going to do is you're going to put a hole in the center, and then you're just going to, I kind of wiggle my finger around it like this just to make it into the bagel shape, okay? A little trick there. So it looks like that. And of course they don't have to be perfect, right? Because homemade cooking. So there is our ball. Put our hole in the middle and work it around. And you're going to do that for all 6. So now what we're going to do is we are going to top these with the egg wash and then our Everything Bagel seasoning. So the one that I have is this one by Everything Goes. It's just Everything Bagel seasoning. And you're going to take that egg that you had beaten before, and if you're smart, you have one of those little brushes, baking brushes, to dust this off, but I don't. So I'm just going to use a fork. And I'm just going to coat the top. Now the trick obviously is that we want to get these nice and moist. There's that word again. So that the Everything Bagel seasoning sticks to the top of the bagel. And you guys, these come out so delicious. It's insane. Now, if you want, you can top these. I mean, you can make any different kind of bagel that you want. You can make blueberry bagels. You can even make chocolate bagels if you wanted to. I've seen those. And you can get creative, but Everything Bagels are life. Okay. So now we're going to top with the Everything Bagel seasoning. And you guys, go ham. Feel free. Because I know I do. I love a lot of seasoning, and I'm actually going to add some sea salt on top of these as well, because if you're keto, you can never get enough salt. So I know somebody's going to attack me for saying that, but I love me some Himalayan pink salt. And again, I just use the Sam Choice one, just a little bit. Of course, my hands are all greasy from the cheese. And that's it. So now you're going to pop these in the oven, and we are going to bake them for about 12 to 14 minutes. And I will see you guys then. Alright, you guys, our bagels are all done. And one thing I will say is that, except for this one, I didn't make the holes big enough. So just keep that in mind, make them a little bit bigger, especially since we use a little bit of extra baking powder. That's why they puffed up a little bit more. But as you can see, they're so soft and just perfect. I love to top mine with just regular cream cheese. Sometimes I'll do bacon and with bacon and egg in the middle, bacon and cheese. You can make BLT, you can do whatever, sky's the limit. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up for keto bagels, and let me know if you guys want to see any anything in particular as far as recipes in the future. Love you.